Welcome back. We're trying this again. Last week was kind of an experiment. I stupidly forgot to, I didn't realize there was a download option, so I think what we'll try this time is we're going live right now, and then later I'll download it, and then I'll edit this little spiel into a nice little condensed video that I'll post later on IGTV. And we're gonna try to do themes after getting some others. And we have Zoe, right?
Yep.
Zoe, who's
making a little entrance.
Yep. So yeah, I guess she can be our official mascot. Give me a follow. The link to my YouTube page is on my bio. Links to his Instagram page, his wife's Instagram page, my wife's Instagram page are all in my bio, because I'm very appreciative of them letting me do this. I'm appreciative of them letting me use their house. Just mentioning a few things off the bat. In the world of Funko Pop vinyls, Iron Man 2 is getting a pop vinyl. I believe it's the from the scene where he's de-armoring at the beginning of the movie. That looks interesting. I have some pop vinyls. I'm very selective of the pop vinyls I choose. I'm looking out the corner here on a couple of shelves in their living room, and I see several pop vinyls still in their boxes. Surprisingly, I take mine out of the box and put the boxes in other boxes or totes, and just have the pop vinyls on the shelves. But it's actually quite an impressive collection. We all know who Sebastian Stan is, the Winter Soldier, Hot Tub Time Machine. In case you've missed it, he's playing Tommy Lee in a Tommy Lee and Pam Anderson biopic with, I forget who's playing Pam Anderson. She played Cinderella in the live-action Cinderella remake. Lillian James, I believe it is. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. I've seen pictures online. They look dead on for the characters they're playing. Sebastian Stan looks like Tommy Lee. She looks like Pam Anderson. I don't know how they made her look like Pam Anderson, but it's kind of creepy. Supposedly it takes place just a few days before if you grew up in the 90s, the infamous leaked videotape of those two on their yacht. Yeah, so that should be interesting. We all know the Marvel What If series is coming to Disney Plus. I'm looking forward to that. Rumors is there's going to be a Marvel What If Tony Stark ended up on Sakaar instead of Thor. That should be interesting. I don't know how that's going to go. If anyone is a fan of Professor Hulk in Avengers Endgame, he's a character I can take or leave. My only gripe with Professor Hulk in Endgame was, if you read the comics, when he's Professor Hulk, he is equal to, if not more strong than the savage incarnation of the Hulk. I mean, he still gets mad at things, he still smashes things. They kind of powder puffed the Hulk in Endgame, but rumor has it that when he makes his debut in the She-Hulk Disney Plus series, he's going to revert back to the Angry Hulk. That's going to be interesting. I mean, kind of, I guess they're retconning the whole... I mean, I want to see how he becomes Professor Hulk, personally, because in the movie he mentions something about like a year and a half in a lab experimenting, becoming Smart Hulk. I don't know. I want to see where they go with that, because I like my Hulks big and green and smashy and angry. So yeah, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and how it's going to introduce the real Mandarin. Iron Man 3 is okay. I'm sure if you're a fan of the MCU movies and just the MCU movies, you loved the twist on how the Mandarin was not the Mandarin.
Mike was a joke.
In the comics, the Mandarin is basically like the Lex Luthor to Iron Man. So when they did that little flip, I and a lot of other fans were not happy with that twist. So, with the Legend of the Ten Rings movie that's coming out, they're kind of gonna retcon that by introducing the real Mandarin. I don't know anything about Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
You got me there.
It's cool to see the MCU introducing a kung fu, karate, martial arts aspect to their roster of movies.
Yeah.
So it's a shame we won't get to see Iron Man go up against Mandarin in the MCU, but I am curious to see where that movie goes.
We'll see. Maybe they'll figure out a way to bring him back. Maybe, they open the whole time gate war shit in Endgame,
Soldier, Falcon Winter Soldier. I have seen a few spoilers online for Loki, and I'm like, damn it!
Yeah.
I won't spoil anything for anyone watching either, but they're kind of like they're playing with the MCU a lot. They're like, it's like whatever they can think of to do, they do it. And their last episode, I think, pissed a lot of people off. I'll just say that.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Off to a good start.
And people love it, but also like, why did they do that?
Yeah.
And if you know what I'm referring to, I don't know if I can say anything without really spoiling anything. Just plug your ears, everyone. I'll just say Infinity Stones, and I'll leave it at that. I'll tell you about that later. I really am looking forward to. We plan on going to Disney World when our son Ali turns 5. As kind of a birthday present to him. We went to Disney World for our honeymoon. It was awesome. We want to go back there and take our kid with us so he can experience it before he gets too old and doesn't appreciate Disney stuff anymore. Because when he becomes a teenager, he let that streak where he won't like anything.
Yeah. But then it's weird because then as you get older, you're like, huh.
Then you get back to it.
It's actually pretty dope.
Yeah. Right? Disneyland California opened their Avengers campus. I don't know what it's about.
I've seen a little bit on YouTube, and oh my god.
Is it like a thing you can do, like a campus, like you can become
pretty much
Avenger?
I don't know about that part, but it was just like, I don't know. It was kind of all over the place, and I only got a little involved. I watched, as you have written here, I watched like a little bit of like the planning and stuff and how it looks. So I don't technically know the functions of it, but I saw the swinging robotic Spider-Man, and I was just like glued to the TV, like could not look away. I was like, this is awesome.
Supposedly it starts with a stuntman. He's like climbing around the building, like, hey everyone, Spider-Man, and then he like ducks around a corner, and then like pops up, and it's a Disney Imagineers
like backflip or something like that.
I don't know how they did it. A robotic swinging Spider-Man that looks like Spider-Man swinging on a web, and he flips and he lands on the roof. It's like, holy.
And they were like, well, at one time we wanted to do it, over people, but that's obviously a safety concern. I'm like, hey, if I get squashed by Spider-Man, I'll take it. That's cool. Okay, that sounds really bad, actually. Hold on, let me back that up a second. I didn't say that.
I'll edit that out too. My only concern about the robotic swinging Spider-Man is, I don't know, I'm assuming it lands on like pads, or maybe they have guys up there like catching it.
Yeah, I think it was a pad, and then I think there was like a net for one part too.
I do not see that technology lasting very long before the point it breaks, and they're just like, screw it, we're not going to fix it.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I suppose. But then there's like, what is that? The Hall of Presidents, like that. Like, I did that for the first time a couple of years ago, and I was like, wow, I'm kind of almost glad I didn't see that as a kid, because I would have been fully convinced, like, holy shit, Abraham Lincoln's right in front of me. Yeah, like, same with Pirates, Although Pirates has been, like, I guess revamped every once in a while, but...
Yeah, they got rid of some stuff in the Pirates ride. They made it more kid-friendly, and they got rid of, like, the I can't think of a good word to use to describe, Ladies of the Evening sale.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, because they got rid of the Red Lady, I think is all she's called. Saw her.
And they might even get rid of the Johnny Depp stuff now because of what's going on with Johnny Depp. So, even though it's not his fault. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's the Matterhorn ride that had a robotic animatronic Yeti, and they haven't fixed that yet. That broke like years and years ago.
Oh.
Like, they haven't fixed it yet. So my concern is if the swinging robotic Spider-Man breaks, they'll just be like, eh.
Yeah,
And
I
that
just
worked.
missed out on him. Oh man.
Because some other stuff just broke recently, and they replaced it with like cardboard cutouts. Like the I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. You pronounced it last time beautifully. Donald Duck and his singing.
Oh, the Caballeros?
Yes, thank you. You're good at that. I would butcher the hell out of that. That broke, and they replaced it with the 3 cardboard cutouts. So,
you know what? That's right. I remember that. Actually, I think we might have been there for that. Actually.
Really?
Yeah, because there's a part where they're supposed to be like doing their thing, and also we're going by, and it's like they're not moving. Wait, what? Wait, what? Yeah. Anyway,
I don't know if I'm looking forward to Matrix 4 or not. I wasn't a big fan of the third one.
A lot of people weren't. I was a big fan of the second one.
Oh, the second one's awesome.
Yeah, that whole highway chase.
So the highway chase is awesome.
Twins.
It kind of obviously ended abruptly, so they could do the third one.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they're gonna do the fourth one, especially with the Matrix being where you are ageless. I don't know if they're gonna use de-aging tech like they've been doing with the movies. And Christina Ricci is in the cast.
Yeah.
As to who she's playing.
Who knows?
Trinity and Neo's daughter?
Maybe. It's a shot in the dark, and
I mean, other people are
it's
coming
an
back.
idea. Is
Will
Lawrence
Smith.
Fishburne coming back?
I don't know if he's coming back.
I want to see about that. I should look at that.
I know.
Because it'd be good to see Morpheus again. He was awesome. Yeah, I thought he was fantastic. I thought he was really cool.
I like him as Perry White in the Superman movies. You haven't seen the Superman, the Man of Steel? You haven't seen Man of Steel?
I'm not a huge Superman guy.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I just, it's just like, Batman's more cool.
Batman?
Yeah, at least he builds his gadgets and, like, he's still human, whereas Superman's like, I can fly, I can burn shit, I can see x-rays, I can do this. It's like, cool!
Speaking of Batman, the Flash movie with Ezra Miller has finally started filming.
Now, I'm not very good on The Flash, and one of my friends will actually probably hate me for this, but which version is Ezra Miller? Is he the one with...
He's from the Justice League.
Okay, that's what I thought. The poo-poo one, not the Zack Snyder one, right?
Well, he...
Or was that,
yes and no, I mean, they're interchangeable. I mean,
okay.
like...
I thought it changed, but okay.
He was technically introduced in Batman v Superman via, like, a security footage that Bruce was watching, and then, depending on which timeline you want to follow, I guess I know he had a cameo in Suicide Squad.
Did he?
Yes, he, like, busted Captain Boomerang, who was robbing a bank.
Oh!
Because we saw it at the theater, I was like, huh, they got the Flash in here for like 2 seconds, that's pretty cool.
Okay, yeah.
So they redeemed his character in the Zack Snyder Justice League. I like Ezra Miller's version of the Flash. Got that cocky personality, which the Flash has.
Kind of like Spider-Man. It's just...
the thing that I am so hyped about is Michael Keaton in the Flash movie back as his version of Batman. I grew up with the Michael Keaton Batman movies.
You did good.
Images online of the bat suit, like the bat emblem with like blood sprayed across him, so I don't know what that's going to be about. But they started filming like the Wayne Manor from the first 1989 Batman movie. They went back there and like filmed some stuff, so it's cool that they're keeping that continuity.
I like that Michael Keaton's coming back.
Yes.
Like not just as Batman and like not just DC, but
like he has a career.
He came back as like Vulture in Homecoming, and it was just like I personally couldn't see anybody playing Vulture now. He was fantastic.
Something like that.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
The founder. Yes, he plays.
That's what it's called?
Yes, I believe it's the founder. Correct me if I'm wrong out there. Yeah, Ray Kroc, who was like a salesman for milkshake makers. The McDonald's brothers who created McDonald's orders milkshake makers, and then Ray Kroc's like, hey, why don't you franchise McDonald's? And they're like, we tried, and then some stuff ensues, and then one of the guys he's like, hey, there's this like abandoned, like they first tried running McDonald's out of this one restaurant that's abandoned now, but why don't you buy the property that this McDonald's is on, and therefore you will then own that McDonald's. And then he basically screws the McDonald's brothers out of like everything and like opens McDonald's as a franchise. It's like, a big thing. Yeah, it's quite good. One thing I didn't like about Spider-Man Far From Home